We're joined by John Savage with UCLA along with Blake Balsz and Roman Martin. We'll start this off with an opening statement from Coach Savage.
Well, I just felt that thought they did a really good job against Barnett. Barnett wasn't very effective. No strikeouts. Threw 4 1/3. Kind of dodged some bullets. I thought we were fortunate to be up 6-2. Really. I know we stranded some people too, and then we obviously got going big innings in the 7th and 8th. That kind of separated the game, but. They're a very offensive team, and I thought they did a really good job against Barnett. And our bullpen did a nice job. Grothius came in and got that double play. That was a big play. The 3-6-1, that was a big momentum swing. Then he goes 1-2-3 in the next inning. And then O'Connor was good, and then, Souza gave up 2 home runs. So it wasn't the cleanest game. It didn't feel like the cleanest game, but at the end of the day, at this time of the year, you win any way you can, and certainly we did that today. So it was a good win. The score really doesn't dictate the whole game, but at the end of the day, you move on. So we're happy about that.
Any questions? We've got a microphone here.
It's for Coach Savage, then I'll ask a question to Blake as well. When it comes to getting that flow in for standing, what did you like on your offense with it on attacking? Any better with that?
Yeah, I just thought it was, Anker's a very polished guy. I mean, he, there's no panic in him. There's no, so we were fortunate. There were some balls that weren't hit that hard that kind of went through. So, but, a bunch of foul balls. I like that. We battled them. We ran up pitch count. I know pitch count's maybe not a big deal for a starter in the playoffs so much, but at the end of the day, we did a good job of keep on battling him, and we were fortunate some balls fell in, but I like him a lot. I can't say enough about how he competed. He was out there, it through 5 innings, and it wasn't an easy game for him. I know that. So, but at the end of the day, we came out ready to go. Kind of been what we've been doing all season: some hit-by pitches, some walks, some base hits, just really good offense and stringing some at bats together. That was kind of the difference.
And then for Blake, your third career 3-hit game. What were you seeing at the plate today? What do you think led to this stuff?
Today, I wasn't trying to do too much. I was just letting the game happen. The nice part about today is I was trying to simplify everything, trust that my teammates are going to pick me up, and don't have to do too much. So that was kind of my approach for today, and just trusting that the guys behind me are going to pick me up.
My question is for Roman Martin. You hit a home run against Jack Anker, and because we're seeing how polished he is at Stepper, he's also one of the top Out West Kinkies. So, but was he a challenge early on, or were you able to figure him out right away? How were you able to attack him?
I think really just trusting in our plan, especially what Coach Ward says. He always comes up with a really good plan, and so I think just sticking to that. And unfortunately, I got my ditch and I hit it well. So yes.
This is for everyone. Offense has been the strength all year. Helped before against on Sunday. Was there any shift in preparation or mentally that sort of just helped kind of spec again today?
No, I mean that was a week ago, So it's really about the postseason, and I think it was a really good learning lesson last Sunday in front of 15,000 people in Nebraska, and we just weren't quite ourselves, and the game plan was really to get back to ourselves, and I thought we did that today.
And then, Coach, I always said Barnett wasn't super effective today, but should I just let it say, Levin having from typically Saturday to Friday, and then also what do you envision EMA's role going forward for the season?
Well, he's 11-1. He's our best guy all season, and Fresno's a legitimate team, and you don't want to run somebody up there that, they're not a 4. I don't look at them as a 4. I think they're the toughest 4 probably in the country. So there wasn't any second thought that went into that. We knew that Barnett was going to go game 1, and we'll see what happens for tomorrow. It's a tournament, so you got to play matchups. And Ian May has been very, very effective coming out of the bullpen this season, and kind of want to get his feet wet tonight going into tomorrow.
John, this spec, you didn't have a choice what type of which game you want to play, the first game or the second game?
No, I didn't, which is fine. It's fine. They dictate times. They tell you when to play, and at this time of the year, where they tell you when to play and what time to play, you do it. So there's no complaining of any such thing as playing early, playing late. Tonight's loser has to turn around and play at 12 tomorrow. So that's not easy. So I don't think anybody really cares at this time of the year. There's 64 teams left, and you anytime, anywhere. That's the mindset you have to have. You want to keep on progressing through this tournament.
Yeah, okay, just curious. And then you kind of touched on this a little bit about how you appreciate your offense, not really relying so much on Rocklowski today and coming through with the number of runs they did.
Yeah. Well, I think it just goes to show you the balance of the offense. Rock didn't have one of his better days, clearly, and which is fine. I mean, it's an everyday game, and really, really good players have tough days. And he still had 2 hits, but at the end of the day, West, Roman, Blake really have big days. And any good team has a really good player. It's all about the lineup and continuing at bats through the lineup and stretching the lineup, and we did a really good job of that today. I thought Blake and Roman both had some really good at bats that got the next guy to the plate.
Got time for one more?
Hi, I have a question for Blake and Roman. I was just wondering if getting those 4 runs kind of early in the game helps provide any comfort for you all going forward in your leader at bats.
I think it definitely did. One of the huge things we talked about, one of our offensive goals is to score first, and that's really a huge momentum shift for us, especially early on. So I think, yeah, for sure, it definitely kind of took a little bit off, especially being our first playoff game. Kind of ease us into it a little bit, but for sure that was huge.
All right, gentlemen. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.